Welcome to Essential Elements 2000. We are pleased to welcome you into the world of music making with this brief introduction to playing and caring for your violin. Be sure you have your instrument so you can follow along with our violin student. Before you know it, you'll be having fun making music. The first step is opening the case properly. Place your violin case on a flat surface with the handle facing you. If you open your case upside down, the instrument is likely to fall out and be damaged. A cloth should be placed over the instrument when it is in its case. After you open your case, carefully lift the instrument out by grasping it around the neck and place it on your lap. Remember that the violin is a fragile instrument and can be easily damaged. Start learning the names of the parts of the instrument. They are scroll, pegs and peg box, nut, fingerboard, neck, upper bout, C bout, F hole, bridge, fine tuners, tailpiece, chin rest, and end button. Remember, place your violin case on a flat surface. Carefully lift the instrument by grasping it around the neck, and remember that the violin is a fragile instrument. When you play your instrument, sit near the front edge of your chair. Your spine should always be straight and tall, your shoulders back and relaxed, and your feet flat on the floor. Let's do some puppet shoulders to get our body ready. Just relax your shoulders, lift them up toward your ears, and then bring them back down, staying relaxed. Now, let's learn how to play pizzicato in guitar position. Pizzicato is a plucking of the string. Cradle the violin under your right arm. Raise the scroll to shoulder height. Curve the fingers of your left hand and place them on the upper bout. Be sure the back of the violin is flat against your stomach. Now raise your right thumb over the strings while continuing to hold the instrument. Let's pluck each string with your right thumb 4 times as we identify each string's name. The smallest string is the E string. Next to it is the A string. Then the D string. And the largest string is the G string. Now that you know the names of your strings, let's learn how to shape the left hand. Hold your left hand with your palm facing you. Your index finger is your first finger. Middle is second. Ring is third. And pinky is fourth. The thumb is never counted as a finger. Move your fingers so that the second and third fingers touch each other, but all others have a space between them. Keeping your fingers with the same spacing, bring your hand to the fingerboard and place your fingers on the D string, the second largest string. The tip of your first finger should be about 1 inch from the nut. Place the thumb on its side across from your first finger. Be sure your first finger forms a square with the fingerboard and your wrist is relaxed and straight. Remember, make sure you're holding your instrument properly in guitar position. Pluck the string with your right thumb. Make sure there is a space between your first and second finger, and your first finger forms a square with the fingerboard. Now we are going to learn some new notes. Before you play, check your posture and make sure you are holding your instrument properly in guitar position keeping your first 3 fingers down on the D string. Now place your right thumb and pluck the D string. This produces the note G, which sounds similar to your open G string. Pluck this several times. Now gently lift your 3rd finger while leaving your 1st and 2nd fingers on the string. Make sure there is a space between your 1st and 2nd finger. This produces the pitch F sharp. Pluck this several times. Then lift your 2nd finger, leaving only your 1st finger on the string, and this will produce the note E. Also pluck this note. Great! Continue to practice lifting and setting your fingers several times on different pitches. Good playing habits will allow you to make fast progress. You're ready to move ahead in your book. Remember, keep your fingers relaxed and close to the fingerboard. Check your finger spacing and practice lifting and setting your fingers. Once you have learned how to play notes in guitar position, you are ready to place the instrument on your shoulder. It's best to try this from a standing position. As you stand, place your feet about shoulders width apart. Imagine that you're standing on a clock and place your left foot at the 10 o'clock position. Slide your right foot back and adjust your position to place more weight on your left foot. Hold your instrument at eye level and curve your left hand around the upper bout. Find the end button with the index finger of your right hand. Now bring the instrument to your shoulder. The end button should be near the middle of your neck. Turn your head slightly to the left and place your jaw on the chin rest so your nose is in a straight line with the bridge and scroll on your instrument. Check to see if your scroll is generally over your left foot, and be sure the scroll does not point toward the floor. Now move your left hand and place all 3 fingers down on the D string, with the side of your thumb across from your 1st finger, just as you learned in guitar position. Your arm and wrist should be in a straight line. To play notes pizzicato in shoulder position, place your right thumb against the side of the fingerboard. Then extend your index finger. Pluck the notes you've already learned while continuing to hold the instrument in shoulder position. You may find that a shoulder rest of some type will assist you in holding the instrument properly. There are many different varieties, and your teacher can help you find the one that suits you best. Remember, place your left foot at the 10 o'clock position. Make sure your nose is in a straight line with the bridge and scroll. Be sure the scroll does not point toward the floor. And your arm and wrist should be in a straight line. Learning to hold the bow involves several steps, or bow builders. You should practice shaping your right hand by using a pencil, which is bow builder number 1 in your book. Hold a pencil in your left hand. Hang your right fingers over the top of the pencil. Place your 4th finger on top. Then touch the tip of your right thumb just opposite your 2nd finger. The curve of your thumb will form an oval with the finger. Lean your right hand so the 1st finger rests on top of the pencil between the 1st and 2nd joints. Keep your fingers relaxed and remove your left hand from the pencil. Continue shaping your hand on the pencil until it feels natural to you. Then you can proceed to bow builders 2 and 3 in your book. The bow hand takes time to develop. Remember to do these exercises until your teacher has instructed you to remove the bow from the case. Remember, the curve of your thumb will form an oval with your second finger. Lean your right hand so the first finger rests on top of the pencil. And keep your fingers relaxed. When your teacher says you are ready, release any latches that hold the bow inside your case and slide the bow to the right before lifting it out. The bow is very delicate and needs to be handled carefully. The parts of the bow are the stick, bow hair, ferrule, frog, winding, adjusting screw, and tip. Never touch the bow hair. Each time you remove the bow from the case, you will need to tighten the hair by using the adjusting screw. Notice that when the hair is tightened, there is still a curve in the bow stick. Once this has been achieved, you will be ready to transfer your bow hand shape to the bow stick. Remember to wait until your teacher has given you permission to use the bow on your instrument. In order for the bow to sound properly, you must apply rosin to it. Remove your cake of rosin from your case and hold it in your left hand. Hold the bow with your right hand and move the bow back and forth on the rosin until a slight amount of white powder appears on the bow hair. Remember, never touch the bow hair. Tighten the hair by using the adjusting screw. For the bow to sound properly, you must apply rosin to it. Move the bow back and forth on the rosin. The bow stick should be wiped off before it is put back in the case. Be careful not to touch the hair. Turn the adjusting screw to loosen the hair slightly and then place the bow back in the case. If you use a shoulder pad, remove it from your violin. Now, use a soft cloth to wipe your instrument clean of any fingerprints or rosin. Place your instrument flat on its back, then cover it with a cloth. Remember always to store your instrument in a safe place. Avoid extreme heat, cold, and quick temperature changes. Never attempt to repair your instrument. Tell your teacher or qualified music dealer if something needs to be fixed. Your violin will be waiting for you, safe and sound, the next time you want to play. Remember, wipe the bow stick. Loosen the adjusting screw. Wipe your instrument clean. And cover your violin with a soft cloth. Playing the violin is fun. Good luck and have a great time.